Hi! So, I'm sorry I haven't made a video in a while. I've been rather busy and I was sick for a while too. Psh, this is falling over. I want to make a quick vlog. Well, it probably won't be that quick. My holiday book haul. By the way, do you like my hat? It's an awesome hat. It's an owl and I need to name it. So if you want to post something in the comments under the bed, please do so. But, meanwhile, I'm going to show you something I do not show very many people. Consider yourself privileged. This is my holiday book haul. 2013 and 14. So every year, my birthday is not even a full month after Christmas. And I love books, if I did not make that clear. So I always ask for a good amount of books, and then I always get a good amount of Barnes & Noble gift cards, which are always fun. And then I end up with a huge stack of books like this. And this isn't gonna stay. And anyways, I'm now going to show you my books here. So I'm gonna start with this first one that was on the top before it fell. The Lord of the Rings, Part 1, The Fellowship of the Ring. I've always wanted to read this series and I've never gotten around to it, but now that The Hobbit is coming out, I decided to. So yeah, this is just Part 1. I got it because I found it. It was rather small and it cost me $8. You don't find books that cheap. It was either this or I get all three for 24 bucks. I think I chose wisely. Start small. Next here we have The Extraordinary Education of Nicholas Benedict. This is part 4 in a series known as the Mysterious Benedict Society, not like Benedict Cumberbatch. People always ask me that. It'd be nice, but it's not. This is really good. So it's like about so in the first 3 books, it's about these 4 kids who are gifted and like amazing prodigy children kind of thing. And then this is kind of about the guy who brings them together is Nicholas Benedict. So this is about him and his childhood and getting a better look at his past, which is something I'd like to know more about. I did really like the first 2 books and I'm excited to start this one. Over in the finished pile. Next we have, this isn't really a reading book, this is the Shadowhunters Codex, which is kind of one of those carry-along things to a series, and that series is in fact The City of Bones, which I also got the first 2 books to, which I'll show you in a minute. So this is like the guidebook to being a shadow hunter, and let me see, the treasury, and there's like a thing about names here. I decided my shadow hunter name would definitely be Silver Rose, because I'm delicate like a rose. I'm not a fighter. I'm not a warrior. I'd be a really bad warrior. And also because silver's pretty, and I like night, and it reminds me of the moon. I totally just made myself sound like a really prissy dreamer girl. The War of the Worlds by H.G. Wells. If you don't know this, it's amazing! It started as a book and then it was made into a radio show, and then the radio show was made into a live musical, and then the live musical was made into a movie, and the movie is nothing like the original book, which upsets me. At least the Tom Cruise version from 2005 is. It'd be a good movie separately, but the fact that it has the same title and the aliens are kind of the same frustrates me. So, you should read this. It's good. It's sometimes hard to comprehend because just the language, the different... Here. The Exodus from London. Not a word heard often. So you understand the roaring wave of fear that swept through the greatest city in the world just as Monday was dawning, the stream of flight arising swiftly to a torrent. No one says words like torrent anymore. Or, except, unless you're like a grandparent or something. But that's really good, you should read it. And then next is also by H.G. Wells. It's The Time Machine and the Invisible Man, and it's in 1 book, and it cost me $5, and I can't express how happy that made me. This is beautiful. It's beautiful. I haven't gotten to reading it yet, but I do like H.G. Wells. So, this is one of the only books in the stack that I've actually read. But this is really good, and I'm excited for it. There's also a movie of The Time Machine that I haven't gotten to see yet. I want to see it, but I haven't gotten around to that. Next is The Book Thief by Markus Zusak. I believe that's how you say his name. There's a movie made of this that's not... I hear isn't that good. My class is actually watching it in a few days, and I feel bad I'm not going to be there. But you know what? I've only just started it, so whatever. I get to finish that before I get to see it. Next is The Land of Stories, The Enchantress Returns by Chris Colfer. If you don't know Chris Colfer, he's on Glee, he was also on Star Kid, he's amazing, and he wrote 3 books. This is a sequel to The Land of Stories, The Wishing Spell, and so it's about these 2 twins, and they find out they get their grandmother's old storybook, and they find out that it's a portal to a land where all these fairy tales are true. And this is the sequel where they go back there, and it's just this whole big thing, and it's amazing, and it's about the enchantress from Snow White. Or not Snow White, Sleeping Beauty. Ignore me. Here we are. The City of Bones and Ashes by Cassandra Clare. I just started this, and it's amazing. I do multi-read a lot. I'm reading like 4 books right now. But I don't care. Anyways, this is so good so far. It's amazing, and I'm on chapter 6, and it's already so amazing, and I love it, and I can't wait to get started on this one too as soon as this one is finished. And it's gonna be awesome. Love it. I like to sniff books. If I haven't made that clear, I've kind of been sniffing all of these. Next is The House of Hades by Rick Riordan. This is the last book I'm going to show you, but it's okay. Anyway, so this is about Greek mythology, but it's kind of modernized. This is the 4th book in a series. This is the 2nd Greek mythology series by Rick Riordan. The original is called Percy Jackson and the Olympians, and this is the Heroes of Olympus. There's a difference in the series. This is kind of a continued after Percy Jackson, so if you liked Percy Jackson and you haven't started reading this, I think you should. It's really good and awesome, and I love it, and yeah, you should read it. And finally, a fandom where they allow one of the gay ships to become a possibility. They open it up as a possibility. I'm not going to say what it is, because if you don't know, then you need to read and you need to find out. So yeah, that's awesomeness. And this is my holiday book haul, and it's beautiful and big stack of books, and I love it. Yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say. So I will see you guys when I get back from my awesome trip, and goodbye!